Everybody panic. He threw up a twig. He threw up a twig. Oh no. If 2024 couldn't be bad enough. Am I dramatic enough? I feel like I have like the most like literally the most like neutral sounding voice all the time, like monotone. So I don't even know if there was any emotion put into that. Whatever. Whether or not I was even that distressed. But welcome to Chainsaw Man. This is probably the last one, given that on the website with your eyes, if you read them, it says 7 days from now. At least I think that's what it said. It didn't look like a double digits number. So I think it's safe to assume that we'll be getting Chainsaw Man next week. Now, welcome. And welcome back, Yoshida, in the form of vomit. I think a lot of people kind of alluded to it from the discussions that I've seen through Reddit and just kind of, I guess, guesswork. It was a shoe, it was a dress shoe. Who the hell is getting all dapper up and I don't know. It was our twink. I don't even think he's properly in like twink form or in twink form. What do we consider twinks? Is also twink offensive? Is it not offensive because we use it ironically? Anyway, that is not what I should be focusing on this week. But I'm sure Himeno is proud of another phenomenal throw up job. Now, despite how Yoshida acts with grace and with clever, suave, like movement, like a couple pages in, you know, once he's like calibrated, he initially seems a little bit bewildered, right? He sees Asa and Yoru with like, the hands that they got after they regenerated from calling upon other devil help. And he's like, whoa, how the fuck? Like, he doesn't say that out loud, but I think he handles it quite well by internalizing it. And whether or not, I know this is just a manga series, an anime series, but him, you could, oh my god, that was really weird. You can see that um, he's a little bit bewildered, like I said, I think, and that is useful because he's always been a character that makes calculated decisions once again calibrated. That's like my favorite word at the moment, it seems, to like the situation at hand. And he immediately checks up on what happened with Asanura's arms. I'm reading through my notes. Shut up. And immediately, it helps me stay on track. And immediately snuffs out the intentions of what happens here. He's like, okay, what the hell is going on, right? He's been thrown up. There's an aging devil to deal with. And also, he needs to make a truce. Because, believe it or not, after literally chopping them both up at certain points, one indirectly, through, I guess, doctors and stuff like that. Very, very sketchy. It gives me the same vibes as like, like the lab coat people that work for like Team Rocket or like the evil organizations. Not Chorus. Chorus had his own stuff. But like those characters. That's how those doctors basically acted, and I guess anybody will do anything for a wage, I guess. I don't know. or blackmail. That's unfortunately a thing. Now now that he's kind of enforced this truce, um I kind of love having Yoshida back because this is something that I was a little bit worried about as we continued on, and it could still be an issue, but reprocessing like the situation, contextualizing with aging devils like intentions and public safety's intentions, and having the point of view of Yoshida, who basically is working with them, maybe with his own like he's on their side, maybe not necessarily working in tandem with them, right? So it's I feel like Asa, Yoru, Denji, they might not come to the same conclusions, and as a result, they might do something irrational, I think, that would have put them in further grave danger. Now, being with Yoshida is danger in itself, but I think they notice that the truce is beneficial both ways. Now, with his sly movements, he's able to kind of wriggle free from any like trying to like hit them or whatever, and like Asa's like trying to like throw hands or whatever. None of that. They forcibly make up, which I think is like, I don't know, gracefully beautiful, very neat. um, and I love this. I love this. We have working with your enemy to wriggle free from your shackles, and then we get to the last part, right? Now, specifically, and like literally like the last like bit of it, him wanting to shove his hand in Denji's mouth. Or yeah, essentially. And we can probably anticipate that there'll be some kind of tapping into some sort of power because, you know, Mr. Octopus Man will probably be able to pull some strings out. I don't know what the intentions of him fully is and whether or not he's going to betray them immediately after or something, or maybe the truce carries on for a little bit more once they get back to the real world. But I'm very excited. Honestly, it didn't feel like too much happened in this chapter. Maybe it did. I just I think like some of these chapters go by really fast or have the feeling of going by fast just because of those beautiful expression panels, which is a Fujimoto like specialty. I mean, Look Back has them, Goodbye Eri has them. I don't remember if Fire Punch really had them. I haven't gone that far. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But Chainsaw Man definitely has them. And although it makes it kind of sped up, I think it's beautiful. And I had a complaint about not being able to understand properly with Dandadan, but I think the way that Chainsaw Man slows things down, either comedically or at least with seeing that characters progressively take in what's just happened to them. Like, just like, what's it called? There was a couple chapters back, or maybe closer to Sushi or something like that, where you slowly see Asa react to something. Like her, like, um, in like 2 or 3 panels, you see her, like, reaction, like, drastically change or subtly change. And I think that's so neat. And I love that very much. It's very Fujimoto. And honestly, we're going into the new year on a high. Honestly, this this is just repeating words the video, isn't it? But this development is quite exciting. I'm really glad to have Yoshida back. I'm really glad it isn't just throwing up anymore because I think it was gonna get a little bit old if it just I don't know what this arc is called, if it's called the throwing up arc. Fair play, but let's transition out of it, yeah. Uh happy new year, by the way. If you stuck around after Dandadan Monday and also read Chainsaw Man, bless you. And I hope you have um a good year.